This episode, we begin our journey north into the Sea of Cortez, where we'll be delivering free veterinary care to remote communities. First, though, we stop at Isla Isabella, which is also known as the Galapagos of Mexico. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Enjoy! This is Vet Tales, the story of the world's only sailing veterinary clinic. We operate solely off of donations. Thanks to our patrons and donators, we provide free veterinary care to animals in need. We'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone we met who helped us during our time in the Cruz, especially Dee Dee and Brent from Scuba Ninja and Mike and Kat from PB Sailing. As we motored out of La Cruz and through the bay, we encountered evidence of toxal algal blooms, or red tide. You may remember Titi, the turtle we treated for algal toxicity in this area. Unfortunately, these events are becoming more and more common with devastating effects on local marine life. Alright, we are anchored in Punta Mita. We are just about to lift anchor and be on our way to Mazatlan. On the way though, we're hoping to make a 2-night stop in what's known as the Galapagos of Mexico, Isla Isabel or Isla Isabella. It's about 75 nautical miles from here. It's 5 p.m. and we're lifting anchor now and doing a night passage because the island is in an area where the northerlies blow very strongly every afternoon, and it's not the easiest spot to anchor, so we're hoping to arrive in the morning so that we can find a good anchorage and have our anchor set before those strong winds pick up, and hopefully then explore the island. That's actually like one of my main concerns sailing at night here, is if we sail, the whales won't hear us, and they're everywhere. Like, we've been like 10 meters from whales twice today. Admittedly, we didn't see them until they were right up against us though, even though we're keeping an eye out, but yeah. Whales. Whoa! Did you see that?
I did see that. I think I kind of just got it. Oh, there you go.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Oh, wrong camera. Whoa.
Lost the wind. Haven't been doing much filming since it's dark. Very, very dark. It's a new moon. Can't see nothing. Yeah, we're over halfway. We should be getting there around 9:30 in the morning. So yeah, I've got my shift. We're doing 2-hour shifts, which has been working well. Actually getting some sleep. It's been good. We're just sleeping up here, the other person.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, it's nice and warm, and we like to have, you know, both of us on deck when it's nice weather like this. Yeah, we're all strapped in. I'm wearing my life jacket underneath this. I know that's a little bit silly, but I'm strapped in as well, so I'm okay. And it's really not very, it's very calm right now, so it's okay. And yeah, we got our little straps on, and we have our EPIRBs, our personal EPIRBs, as well as our man overboard things on, so it alarms, so it will be very, very safe. Arriving at the perfect time, the sun stars come up. go into this southern bay and actually anchor further in. Since we've got the lifting keel, there are some rocks, but we'll be able to get in further and try and find a sandy patch. Apparently it's very rocky though, so you do have to be a little careful because we don't have dive equipment. If we get caught, the anchor's caught. The other option is to anchor behind this pinnacle. There is already a sailboat there we can see in the distance, and you actually anchor quite a lot closer than this is marked, and you can get in some good holding for sand. Because we're mostly getting northerlies ever so slightly in this direction, we think this would actually be more protected, so we would like to take a look here, but this sounds like it may be the better holding. So yeah, we'll check it out and have a look, and then we'll be able to see all the nesting birds along the hikes. Alright, we made it to the anchorage. We actually got like pretty good sleep last night. It was a bit like choppy and stuff. We were like kind of beaten into the swell a bit, but it was not a bad, you know, little overnighter. There's actually a few other boats here too, which is kind of cool. We're anchored up by these pinnacles. We did look at the southern bay, but it was just such a rocky bottom. We were a little worried if the anchor gets caught up because we don't have dive equipment, and it's still, you know, 7 meters, 10 meters deep, that yeah, we just didn't want to have a lost anchor problem. So we came over this side, which is where everybody is. Nobody's on that other one. We'll see what it's like when the northerlies pick up, if we're getting any swell or if we're okay on this side. This is Isla Isabella. Chuffed is anchored out here. This place has many nesting birds, including blue-footed boobies, normal boobies, brown pelicans, frigate birds, and some tropic birds. So we will see what we can find. Isla Isabella is a volcanic island, also known as the Galapagos of Mexico. It is a national park hosting hundreds of thousands of nesting seabirds, and is mostly uninhabited, with only a small fishing camp and research area on the island. Blue-footed boobies lined the first beach that we landed the dinghy on. The blue-footed booby is aptly named, and the males in particular enjoy flaunting their feet. During mating season, they strut around dancing for the females. The younger males generally have a deeper blue hue to their feet, attracting more females with their brilliance.
Yeah, pretend you're David Attenborough.
Oh, do it with his voice?
Yeah.
Isla Isabella is a breeding ground for the blue-footed booby. As you can see, the chicks are of various ages. New ones that haven't even hatched yet, to little birds learning to fly. Isla Isabella offers the perfect nesting ground for the blue-footed booby. With no natural predators, the chicks can hatch and learn to fly here with their parents watching over them. This is Isla Isabella, the breeding ground for the blue-footed booby. As you can see, there are chicks of various ages, some still in the egg and others fledglings learning to fly.
And he's just got 3. Look, he's got the tiny one, medium one, big one.
This one mother is raising 3 hatchlings at once of various ages.
Once mated, a breeding pair remains monogamous for the season and raises their young together. Boobies feed on small prey fish and are amazing divers. Their blue feet are thanks to the carotenoid pigments in their seafood diet. The frigate birds, however, are less graceful hunters. Unlike most seabirds, their feathers are not waterproof, so they can only pick up fish from the water's surface. They have, however, found another way. If they harass the boobies long enough, they eventually regurgitate their fresh catch, which the frigate bird can then catch mid-air and devour. This is why the birds were named after the British warship. anchor guard. And that mum and bub whale swam 2 meters in front of the boat, I'd say. I was like banging on the hull, so she knew we were here. But they popped up like, she gave me a massive fright. She popped up about 5 meters off of there, swam in front and then popped up on this side. But then that's, I was expecting it then, but they wanted to come look at the boat. I don't want to wait. Our friend Andreas, after he finished his refit, about 4 weeks later, a whale got wrapped up in his anchor and dragged him into another boat, and he had to do a bunch of work again. So I am a tiny bit paranoid about it, but they're behind us now. Sorry guys, I know. I know, we're leaving. It's okay. I'm sorry guys, I know that I'm trying to... Blue-footed boobies nest on land in large colonies, with both the male and female caring for the young. They generally lay 2 to 3 eggs per clutch and care for multiple hatchlings at a time. We found the trail. We're going to see where it leads us across the island. See what other animales we can find. Ooh, the birds. This is the large volcanic crater that's kind of in the center of the island. Very unbothered by us. So this side of the beach is a little fishing village where the fishermen keep their pungas and stay when they're not on the mainland. There is an anchorage over there, but that was one that was really rocky and we weren't too sure about. You see this side of the island's really beautiful. Frigate birds are the only seabird in which male and females look very different. The male can be identified by his beautiful bright red throat, which is used to attract the attention of the females. The female is also blessed with good looks, with a bright white chest and dark black feathers. She's also bigger than the male. Both the male and female frigate birds care for their young together, and the hatchlings stay in the nest for almost 6 months. The female will continue to feed the hatchling once it leaves the nest until they're around 1 year old. The young frigates learn to steal meals from other birds by practicing with sticks, a difficult skill to master. Right on the path. dragon. If we are, it's happening very slowly, so I think we'll be able to catch it, but it looks like we've just stayed in line. We want to snorkel, so we're trying out the dinghy anchoring for the first time.
Yeah. We're not going anywhere, we're like fighting some rocks.
One whale, two whales, there's one on the horizon. These baby whales, they make me laugh. Isla Isabella truly is an amazing place for all nature lovers to visit. But with the weather changing, it was time for us to lift anchor and continue our journey north. Thank you to our patrons and supporters. Your donations allow us to make these videos, keep Chuffed afloat, and most importantly, provide free veterinary care to animals as we sail. You can become a monthly patron for lots of extras, including live updates. If supporting us financially isn't right for you, you can subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay chuffed, everybody.